Do you like science? Do you like working with your hands and solving puzzles? Do you want to be a part of helping doctors figure out what is wrong with a patient on a day-to-day basis? If so, the Medical Laboratory Technology program at Beaufort County Community College might just be the program for you. Every day, lab data is utilized by physicians and other providers to ensure that patients are getting the best care and the needed treatments for any of the conditions that they may be facing. Our 2-year laboratory technology degree educates students to be the people to do that behind-the-scenes work in the laboratory, from analyzing blood specimens for chemistry values such as glucose, important for diabetics, or looking at hematology slides and blood cells for leukemia patients, or even growing out bacteria that is causing a patient to have an infection and letting the doctors know what antibiotics will help them. A laboratory technologist plays vital roles in healthcare. We typically tell our incoming students that if they love the idea of being in healthcare but don't want the direct, everyday patient contact, then this may be the place for them. Our 2-year associate degree graduates can go straight to work in clinical laboratories in the hospital setting, physician's office laboratories, and even in research laboratories. Salary range is very competitive with other healthcare careers, and there is the option to go on for higher degrees within the field as well. Also, our graduates have nearly a 100% graduation rate, and there are always job openings here in Eastern North Carolina and throughout the country due to retirements and other changes. Typically, a student that participates in the Medical Laboratory Technology program will have the equivalent of 1 semester of general education courses, including Englishes and math, as well as coursework in anatomy and physiology, organic and general chemistry, and then will matriculate into the 2 years of the MLT program, where they will learn basic coursework in 5 main areas. The 5 main areas of the clinical laboratory include clinical chemistry, which is where values are obtained on patient blood samples, such as glucose, sodium, potassium, lipids, and electrolytes. The second area students will study is hematology, which is the study of blood, where students will learn how to identify blood cells, differentiate white blood cells from red blood cells, learn what blood cells go with specific leukemias and lymphomas, identify red cells that may indicate that there's an anemia present in a patient, or look at how many platelets the patient has to see if they may have a clotting issue. The third area of the laboratory is the blood bank, or immunohematology, and that's where students learn antibody and antigen reactions that then allow them to identify patient blood types and other antibodies that are associated with their blood cells in order to ensure that we select the correct blood products for patient transfusions, whether that be red blood cells, plasma, or platelets. The fourth area of the laboratory is the Microbiology Laboratory, and that's where we take patient samples from infected areas, such as a wound or a sputum from a patient with pneumonia, and grow within the laboratory bacteria, and then run tests to determine which antibiotics are correct to treat the patient with. If this sounds like a career that interests you, please reach out and contact the Health Sciences admission team here at Pitt County Community College, and they'll get you in touch with the right folks in the Medical Laboratory Technology program at Beaufort County Community College. We look forward to having you.